Hello, this is Lamau Hearthstone, and I've been playing a lot of Battlegrounds recently. I'm currently top 13-ish, I think, somewhere on the leaderboard for North America. And I wanted to make a sort of educational style Battlegrounds videos for some of the anomalies, because I know that they can be confusing sometimes, especially for newer players, because they introduce a lot of fluctuating mechanics that can drastically change how you play lobbies. And I wanted to do a commentary video of this game, especially because it is a fly the flag lobby, which I think of as one of the more skill expressive lobbies this season, because it doesn't necessarily give you a focus or game plan. You kind of have to think about how to use it effectively, and I think it's actually one of, if not the strongest anomaly that we have currently. You're able to really force any comp, and yeah, I just wanted to go over how to do that best. So here we are in the anomaly. First things first, I always look at what tribes are in. We've got beasts, demons, dragons, pirates, undead. I'm already thinking mentally what the best comp is for this lobby. Probably some kind of Rylak build or beast build. And demons are really good with Rylak, so I think I'm going Lord Jaraxxus out of these options. Just because I think I kind of want to force demons in this lobby. I think it can win really easily. But yeah, how do you play Fly the Flag? So the easiest way that I found is you play the game normally until you hit tier 4. So you don't make any crazy plays. You don't want to use it on a 1-drop or something because it'll keep showing up for the rest of the game, and you want something that you'll always be happy to see in your shops. So you want to get to at least tier 4, find some direction for your comp, and the best tier 4 cards are Imposing Percussionist and Hunting Tiger Shark, I believe is the other card's name. Those are the ones that, no matter what hero you're playing, are guaranteed to give you value and money every time you play them. They work really well with Brand, they get free with a regular Brand, they make you money with a golden Brand, and you can Rylak both of them. Any minion that generates you money that you want as many of as possible is great in this anomaly, especially Battlecry minions that you can cycle. So even going further, you could do Tavern Tempest, I think is the name of the 4-drop elemental. You could do tier 5 for Murlocs. There is the Battlecry Discover Murloc card. You have the Dragon card that gives you a Whelp. That could work as well. And all of these cards have the same thing in common, where you never mind seeing them if you have a Brand, because they're excellent cycle cards, and they give you both tempo, money, and strength because they fill out your board nicely. Now you may be wondering, that's great and all, how do I get those cards consistently? What if I just never find those cards? That is the great thing about this anomaly, is that another great target that's in every single lobby is Tortolan Blue Shell. It's a tier 4 minion, you sell it, you get 5 gold, so it's already on the tier where you're looking for most of your stuff, which is 4, and if you use a singular flag on that, you can pretty much go infinite if you've lost a combat, because you'll buy it, sell it, make 2 gold, you use that 2 gold to roll a couple times, you'll at least hit 1 blue shell, sometimes you hit 2, and then you use that to keep rolling all the way on tier 4 until you find another minion that you want to flag. So you'll notice here on these early turns, I'm just saving the flag. I'm not getting crazy with it. I'm buying a rewinder because I know I probably want a percussionist, and if you want to have percussionist as an option, you kind of need a rewinder, unless you want to take some damage early on, which is also fine. But yeah, I think that's the most consistent way. There are certain heroes that are very good in this anomaly as well. Kerrigan, one of them especially, because you can copy your Zerg minion, and that can get really strong with the tier 3 Cleave and Infestor. They're able to get a lot of stats while staying pretty low on like tier 2 is what I normally do, cycling Patient Scouts with the rest of your flags. As you see, the other player in this lobby that's high MMR picks Gallywix because Free Dealing Gambler is basically 1 extra gold every time you sell it. So if you use all your flags on that, you're always happy to see it, you can make a ton of money and go from there. So yeah, I'm trying to level fast. I'm not going to stay low on these tiers. I think pretty much everyone is also going to be trying to do that. You don't really need to play 2 flags on the first minion you find. I normally try to aim for 1 flag on the Battlecry minion I'm cycling, maybe my next flag on something else I need for the comp, so like if I'm playing Rylak Demons, I probably want a Rivendare, or a Bran, or maybe even a Tiger Shark so I can start finding Rylak easier. So things like that are things to keep in mind. And then the third flag, which you'll get around turn 9, by then you should hopefully have a comp. You can use it on whatever you want more of. Like I think in this game I end up getting a Twisted Wrathguard by then, and that's obviously great for demons, so I just use it on that and get going. So yeah, turn 5, this is probably the most important turn. You'll see I save my refreshes because we're going to start rolling on 4, and as you see we hit a Percussionist. We've got the free dealing to buy it immediately, play it immediately, no reason to hold it, and I'm going to immediately use a flag as well so that I can see it in my next natural refresh hopefully. There is one thing I'd like to point out with demons in this anomaly that is quite awkward, and I hope they fix it. If you have a shop full of fodders, you will not see the minions that you flagged in your shops. For some reason, it doesn't work with the anomaly. You'll have to roll without fodders to see more percussionists, which you'll notice, especially in the later turns of this game, how unfortunate that can be for me. And so, just something to keep in mind if you're confused as to why you're not seeing anything. It's not you being really unlucky, it's actually an issue that has persisted ever since this anomaly's been in the game. I'd say with demons, your typical ending comp is trying to be like a Rylak demon build, or just like a normal Consummate Conqueror Wrathguard build with a Golden Brand to cycle a bunch of percussionists. I find with beasts, the easiest comp that I end up forcing when you have a Golden Tiger Shark and a Rylak setup is either going into like Fellhorn, Findhorn, like the Beetle setup with Rylak and Rivendare and Bran. Then you can Reborn to get a lot of beetles and even more attacks with your macaws. Or RDU beasts where you just run the Panther and you try to cycle as many of the Fellhorns as possible while running some of the 5-drop beasts and just cycling value beasts in general, like the one that gives you free refreshes, Wyvern Outrider I think its name is. I wouldn't really try to play any other comps. I think like those are the two strongest. Elementals can also be quite good. You can get a Rylak setup with the 4-drop elemental, and then you can run the 6-drop elemental that buffs your board whenever you play elementals. Maybe you swap out your Rylak setup for the guy that permanently increases the attack that all your elementals give, and then you can start making some high attack wildfire elementals. But I find for the most parts, you don't really want to do anything too crazy. I think the strongest tribes are definitely beasts in this anomaly, or if you're on a hero that can make money from buying free dealing gamblers like Syndragosa, Gallywix, that would be the next best option. But you'll see here turn 6, I've already got the Percussionist flagged, and I'm debating whether or not I want to use it on Bran so that I can get a Golden Bran. The sad thing about flagging a Bran, I mean it's not that sad, you get a Golden Bran, but you'll still see brands in your shop because it'll add, I don't know what the number is for tier 5, but it'll add way more than 3 into your shop. So you'll kind of clog up a shop spot every now and then. But I think the benefits far outweigh the downsides because all your percussionists start making money, especially with demons. You have the 1-drop demon that reduces the cost of the next tavern spell you buy. You've got the free refresh demon if you've got a rewinder. There's so many great money making options. Same with beasts though, I think beasts also have, just like Rylak, amazing money creators. You also have in elementals, you've got the refresh elemental. In dragons, you've got the whelp that gives you 2 cost spells, so you're just making a ton of money anyways. And you'll start to see too, like these are relatively early turns, but as my economy gets more and more ramped up, the discrepancy between my board and my opponents starts to get even greater. Like I don't think I ever drop below 31 health from this point on because I'm just outstatting people. Like I'm even happy to sell that enormous minion because I know that he's not going to be on my final board, and I may as well be as greedy as possible with consolidating my stats with the fodders on the minions I know I'm going to want. And you'll see here I do end up using it on the Bran after consideration because I'm already seeing enough percussionists and I want a Golden Bran to help me cycling. The best Rylak targets in this demon build are definitely Void Pup Trainer and Percussionist. So you'll see me hoping for a Rylak and keeping a Void Pup Trainer on the board just so that I can triple him for a Rylak as well. I don't know if I ever end up getting the Rylak. We'll see together I guess. But I think that's definitely the way to do it because then your 3 minions are Void Pup Trainer, Bran, Rewinder, everything else can be cycled or can be Rivendare with Rylag for even more procs, things like that. And it's a really strong, consistent way to buff the shop in Demons that doesn't rely on the spell scaling staff build. Another good thing to do, which you'll see me doing, is checking where my opponents are at in terms of tiers and whatnot, because you'll notice pretty quickly the people that know how to play the anomaly will level a lot faster than the people who don't know how to play the anomaly, and that will just help you gauge how strong your opponent is going into it, whether you need to play a little stronger or if you should maybe just level if you know you're going to lose the combat. It's just a good habit to have in general, no matter what game you're playing. You can already see, even in a lobby like this where there isn't that much money, it's just dragons and demons really, and tiger sharks, that I'm already almost infinite with this golden brand, just because of how many percussionists are showing up in my shop. And with those percussionists, I'm able to really easily find triples, which gives me the 6 drops you kind of need for the demon comp. So it just works so nicely. It really feels like the way the anomaly was intended to be played. I find any other way, you don't quite get as consistent wins. This ends up being one of my highest win rate anomalies as well. Just because it seems like most people use the flag just to triple some key pieces, and then they end up having worse shops in the long run. It can even be like a hindrance if you don't use the anomaly on the correct minion. And you'll notice that in most of these lobbies, some people really just can't find anything, and they end up dying, or they copy a money-making unit, but they never actually find a real comp after that. Whereas these cards like Percussionist and Tiger Shark, not only do they give you the money, they also give you the tempo and stabilization you need. Like here, this was an enormous turn 8 for me. You'll notice that I picked Lord of Ruins because he works really well with Bran and the 3-drop Beast Demon that does damage to all your minions because the stats you'll get are out of combat, so they'll be permanent. And I end up just absolutely running away with tempo here, being able to get overconfidences and still make money, allowing me to level more aggressively. Just really, really simple ways to stabilize when you have this much going for you already. I'm able to level and buy something. Don't really care about my trinkets at this point. There wasn't really anything too good there anyways. And now that I've stabilized, I can sell that 6-drop, keep looking for my Rylax setup ideally. Triple the Void Pup, which is great. And just triple everything. I mean, that's the great thing, is that you're only discovering from the tribe that you want. So, I mean, look at this. It's only turn 9 and I've already got every single minion I need for my comp. Pretty much half my board is golden, and I can just start APMing and cycling demons already. So yeah, I mean, I think this is kind of all I have to say for the educational parts. This is the feedback I wanted to share, is that the best way to win this anomaly is to buy econ units, flag them pretty early on, get a Bran, and then cycle them. And yeah, ideally you use blue shells to get there. You can use free dealing gamblers if you're on an econ hero, that makes it profitable for you. And I'll just let the rest of the game play out. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll try to make more educational content like this for other anomalies. Please let me know if you have any feedback. This is one of my first time making YouTube videos for Battlegrounds, so I'd love to hear, whether positive or negative, if there's anything I could do. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.